boom, 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 boom. All right. Got here relatively fast. Got a little sidetracked from that. Jesus. Got a little distracted by that Brago stream. I'm not gonna lie to you, but 9:23 is out, and we ain't got no time to waste. Cause sometimes you just gotta tweet that you're actually doing this, so you won't be doing it for no reason. Oh, my ear. I was like, what is this? Like, why? Why can I hear my foolish voice? I ain't about it, but where is this? There it is. You gotta let the people know what's going on out here. And yeah, I'm still listening to that Brago stream. I probably should get off of it, which I'm probably gonna do as soon as I get up out here. Yeah, peace. 9:53 looks like it's going down. And that's how my brain processes words. Yo, I think anyone may turn over this. It's the chapter's called Once Upon a Fox. This man, this boy, Kenny Mom might go in for the one time. Get off. All right. But how y'all doing out there in the streets? Definitely not my streets because this burger stream going on. I'd really rather be watching him. But I'm just gonna pause it and watch it later. But as for right now, we gonna switch on over to see your boy back in his natural habitat or his natural state. I had the chunkiness of the fro way back in fucking high school and shit. But now I'm trying to twist it up. But you gotta start over a couple times, get it right, and that's what we're doing here. Just making sure everything's good. But yeah, let's get into this chapter. I have procrastinated y'all long enough. Chapter 9:53. Once upon a fox. Why am I still wearing these? I just like wearing headphones. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I just mess with headphones. Once upon a fox. So definitely Foxfire Kiddymon, or it's gonna go off to a whole nother tangent. If this is the beginning of the next act, I'm gonna be not mad, but at the same time I'm gonna be like, yo, I called it. I was just a few chapters off. Gang Beige. Oh my family. Volume 4. This nigga. Oh my family. Enemy ship successfully hijacked. Onwards to Thriller Bark. He's go. Yo. I didn't know this was gonna start off. This is already fire. I've been wondering because all right, so if my memory serves correctly, I think it was after Thriller Bark, but I don't know if Capone Beige. He was in the Florian Triangle. He was in the Florian Triangle. He's holding a map, and it has a triangle on it, a little swirly thing. I can't stand limit, something. What's his Grand Line? It's probably his Grand Line. Okay. It looks, his chicken scratching is really small, but fucking, it looks like he's going back. He's at Thriller Bark, which is in the Florian Triangle, which is where I think he got his ship sucked up, and they saw those big ass tall things. So Beige made it out. He's going back. Why is he going back? That just got super interesting. Onwards to Thriller Bark. Okay, so they got someone's ship. So I'm thinking they're getting ships because they need more forces. Because however they got it the last time, they want to go back for some reason. Looks like Brago starting his stream. Haha. Just know if you're here listening to this, I started first. Let it be known. Even though I ain't really shit. I'm definitely gonna tweet about how I was first because I'm petty. Yo. Let me just have my moment, y'all. just have my moments, even though I ain't really shit right now. But I just want to let the people know. I don't even know if that I just got hella distracted. But yeah, that Capone Bay story really set the tone. I'm hoping that this chapter continues to be worth a damn, cause this shit looks mad interesting. Bam. Dear, ooh, all right. Kyle Monson got a letter. Dear Kyle, this flashback, little flashback sunspots going on here. Dear Kawamatsu, thank you for all you've done. I'll be fine. Sincerely, Hiyori. All right. So, if this is a flashback, Lady Hiyori, Princess. Okay, so that really is Hiyori. This is not a game. It was kind of confirmed maybe a while ago, but just as concrete. Like this nigga was back in time. If this was a con, he would not be in on it because So it's like a genuine flashback. So this is the real deal. Holy feel. Yeah, me. Now, why was she not sent to the future? Don't understand it. She got out somehow. Lady Hiyori, Princess, Lady Sokamatsu just running through with his fucking Kurt Cobain hair, just upset. Princess, he's just looking for him, hiding himself because people don't really like what seems to be Fishman. It looks like a Fishman. I mean, yeah, Kawamatsu looks like a Fishman to me. He's most likely a Fishman, but at the same time, it's like, yo, he could be some. Well, I said this last stream that Kawamatsu could be a Fishman that is specifically located in the Wano region, like most fishermen, are born in Fishman Island or wherever they originate from, and it's kind of like fish, like schools of fish. Because they're fishermen. Some fish can only be born in some places mainly because of salt water, or they don't have a reef and they only live in reefs. It's just shit like that. So maybe Kawamatsu is a fisherman that only really be born or known to inhabit Wano. And since now it's closed off, they don't leave Wano, so it's just they're here. And they could have a whole thing because like the fisherman had a thing where you can have a shark fisherman and an octopus fisherman and they'll make a fucking swordfish fisherman just because someone in their family was this. So it's like a whole bunch of mythical creatures running around because it's have almost the same thing to do with it's almost the same concept. Like if you're in the mythical yokai family shit, you bump them together and you got another mythical, or it could be more selective however Oda chooses to do it, but I'm trying to find a way and as to why he's here. Now, went to the next page, and I really do think that this dude isn't human all the way. Like I'm gonna call him Binky. I just remembered his name too. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but the fucking sword dude who stole Zoro's sword. I think he's a fisherman or someone who needs to hide his identity as well. Cause it's like he's wearing a mask or face paint. He's always wearing that thing. Maybe it's just because of the fucking that. He's a monk, and monks usually like to live by themselves. So maybe he's something too. Like he takes the hood off and he has like fucking wings on his head or something. Or he could be a normal person, but I'm going for the outrageous theory here. So today at Ringo, he's running. He's in the snow region because there's snow, or this is volcanic ash, which I highly doubt. So he's in the snowy region. He just doesn't give up that bad. So this nigga's outrunning Zoro. Like he's taking the fuck off. For everyone who said Zoro's faster than Brook or fucking Sanji would have caught that nigga the couple miles back. So Zoro's not faster than Sanji. He's a fat meathead, and it's okay. Even though he's wounded, a wounded Benki can just take off on Zoro, and he's just running normally. Like he got a little smoke trail behind him, so he's moving, but he ain't Sanji moving. He can still see him. Sanji, you wouldn't see him if Sanji really wanted to take off on you. What is this place? In any case, if I just follow his trail of blood, his blood trail, it's the same thing. Zoro-based chapter. People laid out. Ohiga Bridge. We should leave this place. I can't believe that there's still such a relentless hunter. There's still such relentless hunters. Jesus. I wonder who that huge warrior monk was from earlier. I'm just mixing up this whole thing. What a Mochi. That boy stopping through. I appreciate it. I really do need to fucking watch my chat more. But yeah, it's going good, Mochi. Just going through this 9:53, man. You know, gotta be punctual for something. Oh yeah, so Kawamatsu and Zoro's meeting up, and they're just talking about getting the fuck out of here. Uh, I'm a little confused. I'm thinking, so Zoro was chasing him, and he's like, "Oh, trail of blood, cool." And he's like, "Huh." Is he saying "huh" because this dude just ran up on him, or is it? Oh, did we go back? Because we're at the bridge now. So I'm thinking this is, right after they took out the niggas who was shooting at. I cannot remember his name. That is wild. The sword dude, fucking Benki. Benki, the seven swords, or however many. Zerdust or Zorosaurus. He's gone, so I guess Zoro ain't chased after him yet. I can't believe that there's still such relentless hunters. I wonder who that huge warrior monk from earlier was. Hop on. It was hard. It's hard to walk here. Hey, I'm not a child. Just doing a little face. Kapapa. Is that so? Then why are you making such a childish face, you meanie? I want to ask you so many things, but first, can you tell me why you're here? Kawamatsu just confessed. After you left back then, this is where I came to take care of some. Oh, okay, so I was called to ask him that. This is where I come to take care of some rather dull matters. If something terrible befalls the princess, then I will commit seppuku here in this place. Oh shit, this is where I come to die when shit gets real. It's tough. Like Hakumai, this large northern expanse of Ringo was ruled by a powerful and renowned Shimotosuke family. The daimyo named Lord Shimotsuki Ishirima Ushimara. Jesus. I'm not going to try it again. He was a master swordsman and always had a fox at his side. But eventually, even Ringo became a wasteland by Kaido's hands. A fox. Oh, okay, so nothing to do with Foxfire anymore? Maybe it was. No, he just said his name. Oh God, this double page spread. Okay. I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but I feel like I knew it was coming. I was like, they didn't do like a flashback of him walking over, so I was like, are we gonna get it on the back end? Because I don't know what this fox got to do with shit, but I feel like it's gonna be a Kawamatsu with some splashes of Zoro and a side of Hiyori, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, yo, why is my man? I just want to get to other stuff. This may be important, and I'm judging too early. I usually do this where I just break it the fuck down instead of reading, but this is how I do things. And I don't want to do nothing conventional, so I just gotta theorize. But let me get back to this bullshit. It better be some good that leads into something I care about. Because if this just ends with them, nothing really being resolved, you just get a little bit of backstory. I'm like, we could have done without this. Have you ever heard of Ringo's burial practice, the eternal grave? Yes, because of how cold it is here, the corpses left in the coffins have not rotted for centuries. Kind of like an impaled down at ice level. Precisely, and the graves are marked by their swords. Damn, live forever, perfectly preserved. Their There are even famous swords among those graves. Oh, it's just Matos just out there, but they'd be like rusted and fucked up by the weather. So it's not like, well, I mean, if they're hockey infused, and he just had a hockey infused blade just in the ground, that'd be crazy. And because of that, it's only obvious that it would attract grave robbers. Okay, such such is the current state of Ringo. Yeah, it's tough out here. Kunku, all these flashbacks. Kon is the sound a fox makes in Japan. Wow. So niggas, niggas in Japan knew what the fox said a big minute ago. Like they was on top of it. We was having whole philosophical discussions about what the hell. Oh shit. Yo. I guess we just out here still fucking with that manga stream though. Yeah, man. Fucking Jamini's box fell off one time, and the motherfuckers is already canceled. That's tough. That is tough. I'm gonna hit the old switcheroo for y'all real quick, real fast. My dog is in here fucking these toys up. Why? Why are you foolish? Why are you foolish? Well, let me get this chapter. So, there are, yeah. So, we got, so, is this going to tie back into, what's his name? Benki? I'm going to remember his name eventually, but the sword stealer dude, is he like going to be the greatest grave robber of all? He must have, bro. There's just like a whole bunch of black blades back there, and then Zoro just like takes a bunch, and then he just randomly, yo, that'd be fire. So it was like the whole idea. Zoro comes back, like not back, well yeah, probably back. So after all the shenanigans are done, and they leave Wano for whatever the fuck reason, however this shit ends, they're leaving Wano. So they're gonna leave Wano, and Zoro. Now, instead of having 3 swords, the foreshadowing that Oda did way back when comes true, and he's still 3 sword style. He's not gonna go crazy with being this bitch like B with 8 swords, but he'll just have a trunk full of swords from this dude, and they're all like crazy great swords because we already seen Zoro have 3 swords and have interest in another sword. So he's like, hey, let me see that. And now he's coming in contact with a dude who's like fucking collecting swords, and he's like, all right, well, this dude's collecting swords. I'm gonna go get some swords for him for the people. Take a couple for myself, the good ones, the hockey infused ones. I'm sure. I'm like the sword guy. They said was the only one to do it, but maybe there was like some random guy, just out there. Like Fujitora was randomly out there, just being this strong. So it's like it stands to believe someone else could have, had a sword, and he didn't do like his family did some secret grave, and his shit was, like that too. So it could be possible. So Zoro switches out swords like randomly, like for the rest of the story. So it's like he'll have his 3. The one constant will always be there, but he's practicing with different swords and shit. So now he can pick up any sword. And, he did that before, but he's like better at it now. So that'd be dope. Yeah, bro, Mochi. I don't know why, but they flagged Jamini's box, so I had to like approve it. So I'm like, what the hell? So YouTube know what it is. Well, they flagged either Jamini's box or manga stream, but it was like, yo, why did I have to be? Why I need permission for this? But fucking give me one good second. They say it's bad to have dead air whenever you do like live shit, but it be like that sometimes. Jesus, be a raindrop. I'm just mad at everyone. Well, we'll crank that back up later. Where was I? Alright, cool. So yeah, the fox. These niggas know what the fox be talking about, and that's aight. These dudes running. So this is still a flashback. He's gonna rip us apart. So, okay. So the fox dude and his fox fucking people up. Could you at least let me die quietly? Oh, was this when he was trying to kill himself? Okay. Come. That's crazy. Wait, are you? it is that you on Onimaru? And this fucking fox is just pissed. He got arrows in him. He getting fucked up. Like, it's all bad. But so this isn't too abnormal. At first I was like, oh, this is a special fox that glanced over, but all of them are on fire. Like, there's just fire everywhere. So I'm thinking Kinemon got something to do with this. Just because I think the dude had a fox and it was on fire, and he was the master who taught Kinemon the foxfire style. Because Kinemon was trying to become a better, like, second in command for Odin. She was like, I'm going to be that nigga for you. So what I got to do is fucking just get that thing and start, ending people. So if he's doing that, that means the boss might be like some fire ass nigga in the flashback, and maybe he's not dead, or maybe he could be dead, and his sword is some kind of fire, like armament hockey sword. You know what I'm saying? Trying to connect these dots. Yeah. The name of that they're going in with these words. Koma Kitetsu was Onimaru, similar to, the translator note says, similar to Inu means dog and Kitetsu means fox. So fox dog? The name of that. Okay, so the name of that fox dog was Onimaru. He was a companion of Lord Shimotsuki Ushimaru. Somatsuki Ushimaru. Got it. All right. The late daimyo of Ringo. Okay, so he's dead. He is dead. Or they believe him to be dead. I don't put it past Oda to be like, but I saw that piano fall on your entire face. Nah, nigga, that was my goddamn after image. Because I was moving out the way. My after image so good, it mimics my bone structure and the density of the plasma in my blood, so it looked like I got flattened into a bloody pancake. But in actuality, you know what I'm saying, I had infinite Tsukiyomi, and y'all, no one remembers what happened after that because of anime. I met you once before, and the fox is like, yeah, nigga, you speak fox too? Onimaru, yeah, he passed out. He on his Rock Lee shit. He was like, all right, you hostile, nigga, I'm out here. And then he was like, nigga, you owe me $5, nigga, I know you. And he was like, all right, cool, I'm crash here for a minute. He just passed the fuck out. So yeah, them niggas was being chased by him. Oh, he was in a fight and is all back. Oh, did you protect the palace all by yourself for all this time? More than 5 years after the destruction of Ringo. Oh, okay. All the graves. Damn. Okay, so they didn't take every sword, but that's wild. So this is after the time jump, but before the Straw Hats got here, right? Yeah, because he was in the cage, so he was walking around with Lady Hiyori trying to protect her, but she ran away for whatever the fuck reason. And he was like, damn, I lost her, so now I gotta kill myself. He went to go kill himself in Ringo because he felt he wasn't shit, and he ran to the fox, which was guarding the temple of his master, the nigga who I think is Foxfire Kinemon, who, you know what I'm saying, is all gonna loop back around to. And these could be the swords that they use. Like, what if you can put hockey on a fuck ass sword, and now since it can't be chipped, it's still, you know what I'm saying, that thing. But you can't just, oh no, like, you just put like temporary hockey on it. So you have a whole bunch of shitty ass swords, but hockey that shit up, and it's like, yo, we out here. I can cut without cutting, so it's like, it don't matter the grade of my sword. That'd be wild. But these shorts shouldn't even come out there scabbards, but just, we're not going to talk about the physics of it. We just going to keep on pressing with this theory, because it could go somewhere. That's how my mind, I want to just have a stream of my mind working on camera. Those born in Ringo are bestowed with a sword at birth. You come out the womb a thug. That's wild. They live. Oh, that's why. Fucking sword guy. So the sword guide was probably from Ringo. Just off that, I ain't even read the rest of it yet. I'm trying to not have my peripheral work, but if you're born in Ringo, other places could do this too because it's the same country, so it's like they could share customs. But that block right there, those born in Ringo are bestowed with a sword at birth. They live with their swords, and thus when they die, those same swords are served as their grave markers. So it's like a lot of people could have achieved that if they, fought strong enough people where they could armament hockey up their shit. But it was like you putting your soul into it and shit like that. But it's like Zoro could have been doing that with the white sword, the Wado Ichimonji, I think it's called, the one that he got Kuina sword. He could have been hockey is will, so he could have been dumping his will into it like even before he knew what hockey was, and because armament hockey hardening isn't the only form of hockey that's visible. The one that you use to touch Logias with, you don't really see it. So it was like everyone's born with hockey. So when you inadvertently put your will into something, that's why I think Zoro. That's why it's easier for Zoro, to grasp the concept that Hyo was trying to teach Luffy because he's used to putting his soul into something. Because what I'm saying, like when you don't even think about it, is there because Zoro did it way back in Alabasta, but because he had a sword since he was a little kid. He wasn't born with it like the sword god, but he damn near like 6 years off. Hey, you're not doing too bad for yourself if you had 6 or 5 or whatever the fuck, and you go to 20 years old with your sword. That's still a long time. So it's like that's why, and I think Luffy, he's trying to impose his will on people, so he's beating his ass with a fist, and that's why he got the punch and put your hockey in the shit destructively because that's kind of his forte. So it's not like Luffy passed a test that he wasn't taking. So you know what I mean? Like it'll sound dumb, but it's like you take a math test, but you write out the answers for like a science quiz, but it's right. For no reason, they like 2 plus 2 is 4. Or like, hey, what's 2 plus 2? And you like, motherfucking science is a study of life, and it's like, what the fuck? Yes, that's the definition of science, but that ain't got nothing to do with shit. Or you put in history, like you just describe the War of 1812 for no reason, perfectly accurate. But it's like this ain't what I'm trying to teach you. So it's basically like that. So Luffy skipped. So it's not like, so say the way a lot of people been putting it is it's like a ladder. You got the regular hockey that allows you to touch Logia, armament hockey, imbuing hockey into something, and then well, not imbue hockey into something, but imbuing hockey into like a sword, like the thing that Hyo was trying to teach, and then forcing your hockey into something to make it blow up. They're stacking it. I think it's like sideways. Like you got one block here. This is fucking Logia touching, which is, you need that. You know what I'm saying? If you come across Smoker, you don't have that, you're fucked. But if you just somehow have the armament hockey without having a thing, I don't know. It goes one. So that one can be kind of stacked because I don't know if you can do armament hockey without learning the touching Logia thing. You know what I mean? Like I think that they're one and the same, but then you have the other kind of section where it's like, all right, now that you have that, yeah, because people who didn't show armament hockey can do the deflection and shit, just like Marigo, or where she didn't display it, but it didn't really look like she can do it. So it was like, you got the deflection, you got putting hockey in the shit, and then you got the, making the, well, yeah, he was trying to learn deflection. But it was because of his swordsmanship and putting hockey in the swords for all those years. It was like that was more of the thing. It was like more finesse with Zoro, like, because swordsmanship is elegant as fuck. You got to learn these crazy movements, these stances. You got to be, one with the sword, and then that's more finesse and being kind of diligent with your hockey. And then Luffy, on the other hand, that one is like you put it into something violently. And Luffy did it without knowing he did it. I don't think you can do deflection like that. Well, not like Luffy did, because someone like Luffy doesn't practice finesse hockey like Zoro. Zoro has to slice through shit. I just find that more finesse than just punching the shit out of something. So it was like Zoro would probably learn deflection before Luffy, probably. Like, that could be a thing. And then Luffy is just destroying people through the punches, making his punches more effective. You know what I mean? He was probably doing that when he was in Gear 4 and he was really trying to punch people with Kong gun. He could have been, doing a lesser version to where they don't explode, but you get a little extra oomph with the punch. You know what I mean? So it can, like, he could have been practicing that inadvertently. Just like Zoro learned how to, like, not cut shit, because he was more trying to do that because his teacher told him that. Well, no, he said he didn't really get it up until now, so he wasn't practicing it. But maybe in the back of his mind, he was trying to do something like it. So yeah, that's my little head canon on that. But let's get back to the chapter, because I will get off subject. Who's going? So, what's his name? Feeding the little fox. And he's all happy now, not trying to kill everyone. What's that? Oh, it's like a pickaxe. Oh, the crunch. I don't know, he's just standing there. I thought he was eating. So this is I'm so tired. Kawamatsu trying to pickaxe a grave. Don't make such a fuss. Forgive me. Oh, so the fox is like, nigga, what the fuck? I know you saved me and all, but you can't just be taking swords. So he's just really taking swords. Why is he? Oh, is he getting shit for the people already? Like, does he know what's going down? And he's like, nah, like, I can't forgive you because it's my job. That's crazy. He's like, you can't grave rob, bro. And Kawamatsu's like, damn, let go. I don't know if you understand, but I also do not wish to disturb the rest of the deceased. However, in 13 years' time, there will be another large battle. So this is 7 years. Oh yeah, Kawamatsu never went to the future. So yeah, he just been around doing shit. So he probably was caught here soon. Yeah, this is probably gonna tell us how. Okay, this is probably gonna end with them telling us how he got captured, which is all right. Okay, this story. All right, I prejudged the story a little bit too much. I think it's because all the headcanon I made up made it kind of good. But if I just read this straight through, it's probably like, could have been more. But let's see. So 7 years, Kawamatsu is collecting swords. So yeah, he needs swords. The day that the prideful samurai of this country rise up again will definitely come. When that time comes, they will definitely need weapons. So yeah, he's already like, Fox, I love you, but nah, nigga, I got a mission. On the battlefield of swords of the fallen are lifted up again by their comrades. The spirit that resides within the swords the spirits that reside within the sword are what make samurai powerful, and the ones what give them the power to defeat their enemies. This place is still a battlefield, and the fox is like, you right, but you ain't shit though. He's still biting. He's biting the fuck out of him. Kawamatsu could definitely fuck this fox up, but it's like, yo, I gotta get through to you. I know your pain. I know a soldier when I see one, so we gotta talk this out, even though you're a whole animal. The battle between the beasts, pirates, and Wano, and he's still just gnawing, hasn't ended yet. It's still too early for these swords to rest. Until the destined day allows. and Until the destined day arrives, I cannot allow those swords to be stolen by wandering robbers. Oh, okay. So he's collect. So is he gonna? Oh, okay, so he started this first, and then maybe he got. I thought I was gonna remember his name. The other grave robber, Benki. He got him to fucking start collecting swords too. So he said he knew each other. So maybe he was watching or took after him, or they had a direct conversation about it. That'd be dope. I need to gather all these and hide them before that happens. At the very least, for someone like myself who cannot complete their mission. Crazy. So for someone like myself who could not even protect Lady Hiyori, it is the very least I can do. No, the only thing I can do. And Fox is like, bro, I hear you. If you do not do something, I will become overwhelmed with guilt. It will consume me. If you're hungry, then hurry up and rip this arm off and take it with you. I will not stop. The realist. Oh shit, he for real was like, So it's like, do One Piece animals be hearing people for real, or he just he knew his spirit? That'd be dope if this fox was like a fucking reincarnation of his master, or his master's hockey's inside him or some shit. What if you could put hockey inside of animals? Like you have a pet, and every day you just arm and hockey this nigga up. I don't think you could do that, cause yeah, it'd be almost like devil fruits. Like you can't put more than one inside, and then when you force hockey in other people, it breaks. But that's the aggressive Luffy version. What if you kind of finessed it in, like you kind of integrated it? You know what I mean? Because if there's a limit to where it like makes it break, there's a minimum to where it's either you're not doing hockey, and then when you start, there's the minimalist starting point. Like if 25% hockey pushed into another living being will be the start of when shit starts to have problems, then what's the 1 through 25? Like what will happen at the like a Grant, like Shanks level nigga who knows how to fucking torque the shit out of hockey tries to ease hockey into something that's living, and then like you got an Armor Man hockey pet, bro. That'd be fire. But that might be thinking too much into it. But I've learned that not you can almost not go hard enough when it comes to this shit. That could be a thing. Turning shit into devil fruits. Well, if you had a devil fruit cannon dog, and since it's half cannon, you armament hockey up the cannon part, which is also a part of the dog, but it's kind of like a Tama thing to where her devil fruit can affect humans, even though they have the smile fruits, but they're still like under this weird middle gray area to where the fruit works for some reason. You know what I mean? And it'd be like the same thing with hockey. Is it like a cannon dog is such in a gray area that you can fucking hockey it up. So now something that probably couldn't use hockey before is just hockeyed up, and then if it's the same thing that applies with the sword, you do it long enough, you have a permanent hockey dog cannon thing. That'd be fucking wild. And then you actually train with it, do some fucking what's his name? Kakashi. Fucking, Kakashi got his dog, so you going on missions with your dogs. You got ninja hockey dog cannons. Awakened hockey dog cannon, bro. If that's not in One Piece, Oda missed an opportunity. He has a lot of foolishness in his things. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, yo. Like me saying that and then probably not being canon ever would be the only thing that makes it like stupid. If Oda puts it in this, and someone just fighting the Straw Hats with this cannon awakened alligator that has mini guns on his dick, who you can't say shit. It's just like, yo, that's fire. Why didn't anyone do this before? Like, yo, because Mr. Five had that dog cannon. If Mr. Five was a hockey master, or he was always like touching his dog, which sounds bad, or he's always like, all right, so if it's a cannon, it's a machine, you can upgrade it. This nigga starts putting his boogers in there, or like something else, like he finds a way to get It just sounds weird. Oh, like his blood, and he's launching like little vials of blood at him. You're gonna do so many. Well, you just every day you get a little bit of blood, and you only need a little bit. So it's just a whole bunch of little canisters, and you put it in the dog. You got extra launchers. I'm going way too deep with this head cannon, but yo, Oda definitely needs to do that. I went too far to go back. All right. So now the fox is like, yo, get these swords, fam. So Kawamatsu and this fox is having a good time. Let's see if I can remember his name. Nope. How surprising. Does he understand me? We must find a place to store the swords. So he might understand him. We should. It's really starting to look like this nigga's spirit is in this dog because, I mean wolf, because this is a feral animal that was like on the verge of death. Yeah, I could see like okay. I'm about to say like he has loyalty to his owner, but it was like you can't reason with an animal. You can like subjugate it like Luffy and just make it do what you want, and then it'll observe you and then understand after like some time or something maybe after following you for a while. But this shit looks like it's like yeah, nigga, I know. But it's like sly as a fox is a saying, so. And this is a mythical fox, so who the fuck knows? All right, we're going grave robbing today as well. And he's like, yeah, I got a friend again. It's freezing. I'm hungry. If I sell one or two of these at the capital. Okay, yeah, that does it. This dog knows what the fuck he's saying. I managed to borrow some food. He's like, no, you can't sell the fucking swords, bro. Or it just could be a gag. But at the same time, this looks like he's for real. Like, it has a personality and everything. Hey, wait, you grave robbers. You bastards. Who the hell are you? I'm Gyukimaru of, oh, that's his name, Gyukimaru. Whoa, shit. So he was the original Gyukimaru? He just came up with it. That's crazy. Why don't they give us the actual name of Gyukimaru? Yeah, what does it mean? Comb? It's fucking dog. It's dog fox. The Komi Inu. Or the something Inu. I forgot the fox. Because Ina means dog and Kometsu. Kometsu Inu. That's what it is. It's a Kometsu Inu. I think I said it right. Past this point is the center of Ringo. I will not let you take anything from those graves. Leave all your weapons here. Oh, shit. After doing that for a while, I went to the capital to gather some food. Okay, he sold their weapons and just kept the regular ones. Okay. Went to the capital to gather food, and then certain circumstances happened which prevented me from returning here. Yukimaru. Could it just be a coincidence? Could it just be a coincidence? How bizarre. We caught the Arbor Age thief. What the fuck? Arbor Age thief. I don't know what that means. I made a blunder. You fucked up back then and got caught. So are you here to meet with Mr. Fox? I do not expect to find Onimaru here. He must have gotten sick of waiting. It has been 13 years after all. He's waiting on his master, like protecting that place for a hot minute. I can't imagine he stayed here for all this time. At the very least, if the swords we hid back then are still there, we should have enough for a few hundred people, but sir, okay, that's what happened. He was talking to fucking Hiyori. I was confused. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together, but fucking Hiyori, and then we're fucking talking at the bridge. Zoro took off after that nigga, so like finally caught back up to him and just walked to that nigga. The big guy disappeared, but he left his door open. What is his aim? Okay, Zoro's about to find that big cache of swords. Okay, so Zoro gets Luffy gets the people, and Zoro gets the weapons, which is kind of, if a lot of people was dogging Zoro for not being the ones to get the samurai together, but it's like if you think about it, that kind of like works because Zoro is Luffy's sword, and it's like he takes down shit that's in his way so he can get to the actual problem, like the actual villain, like because vice commanders they always or vice captains or vice captains or first mate, whoever's the second strongest in the crew, usually is the one to be like, hey, you can't fuck with my captain till you fuck with me. So instead of having Luffy fight second commander and the actual captain, Zoro is his sword and takes that out, and Luffy's actual heart and soul of the crew. So it's like Luffy gets the actual people. He does that, and Zoro's like, nigga, I can get you the motherfucking hammers, but I ain't moving no goddamn hearts, nigga. You fight. You you the best line in fucking Marvel fucking I can't remember it now. I'm not gonna fuck it up. It was Captain America line. It had some dude walking it off, and it was great. What is his aim? Do we follow him or do we go in? Oh, okay. Though here is an underground passage. Kenny Mo, okay, the fucking smell. I was like, what is that? I missed the fucking transponder snails, man. Bitty, 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 bitty. That was my favorite thing. Kinemon. Kawamatsu, I'm so glad you're alive. Because of what happened over in Udon, the number of soldiers has significantly risen. However, we do not have enough weapons, right? So you understand. Yes, exactly. It is definitely a problem. Orochi has been confiscating all of this country's swords for the past 20 years. Rest assured, the amount of soldiers you gather may not matter. We will have enough weapons for everyone. Is that true? Yukimaru's just been down here, just collecting. We all knew it was coming. So send forces to the location I'm about to tell you. Why are there so many? Was it Onimaru? No, this is the work of a human. Shit. This nigga. I called it. I motherfucking called it. This nigga, the foxes have the power to transform. If someone called this before me, I need them to step forward. Because his face has been like fucking with me this whole time. Like, he doesn't look like a human. He does not look like a human. So this whole time he really could understand. Okay, he was just really smart as a fox, and he could turn to a human and talk and shit. Oh, so that's why he didn't really have honor like that. Like when he was fighting Zoro, because he's a fox. Like, yo, I'm a wild animal. You let your guard down, I'm on that ass. Oh, that is dope. I wish I had a bigger fan base so more people could enjoy this with me, because there was no like lead up until now, and unless you like really look back at the story, I feel like it's something you can only get after you look back, like hindsight, because it was like the story was about the fox, but the fox really wasn't like in the story like that, like as far as present day, but he was in it the whole time just chilling, and it was like, why Yukimaru? And I didn't catch that part either. But before even all that happened, the first panel when I saw this nigga, I was like, he's not human. I like it though. Hey, that was dope. All right, I thought I wouldn't like this, and it ended. How many's in this? 17. All right. And he just walked off. That's wild. He was really waiting here. He was down for the cause all this time. Sir Zojiro, if your sword is truly Shushui, then give it back to this country. I told you this sword is mine. I will give you a suitable replacement. It is my father's late beloved blade, which was given to me. The famous blade Enma is a legendary blade that managed to give. Oh shit! Oh shit! So this whole bro, yo, oh yeah, I can already see. My mind just went like 15 miles an hour. So people was talking about Zoro was gonna be the one to cut Kaido's scales. It's a legendary blade that only so it wasn't wiped. Odin gave Kaido the business. What? Even though he got fucked up, he still managed to scar Kaido. The only person, if one-on-one bet on Kaido, you can't penetrate his scales, blase, blah. Odin was like, fuck that shit. I'm out here. So, yes, it makes sense. I remember I was watching a stream a while ago. Someone was saying it would fuck up like Law's purpose in the story if Zoro was to be the one to cut Kaido. And it's like, yo, here it is. But twist on that, what if this man, Zoro, wasn't the one to use this blade? What if Nightmare Luffy comes back and he gets this sword? So it was like Zoro's doing his thing. Maybe Zoro gets fucked up and Luffy gets that sword and he's fucking cutting Kaido, and Nightmare Luffy fucking Walken's power up card shit. You know how fucking raw that would be. So many ideas. But okay, that's all I need, Oda. Give me a Marvel trailer, like a the end of a trailer when they fucking start showing shit for like the next movie. Just give me some of that at the end. You can go through Kawamatsu's story. It tied back in beautifully because, you know, Gyukimon was sprinkled throughout the chapter. You know who he was. That was a good reveal. That was dope. That's how you do a flashback and make it matter. It had to flashback. It didn't take 15 chapters because I could see Oda stretching that shit out some kind of way, but he was just like, nah, the anime might do it because this could honestly be done in one episode, in my opinion. You know, though this could fit into another episode and then it can go into like a few more pages of like the next chapter, but fucking that's dope. Got the fucking sword. It sparks conversation. There's fucking, obviously every chapter can't be that, but every 10 chapters doesn't have to equal one good chapter. You know, it can be 10 setups and one payoff. No, he was like, boom, Kaido. This, once again, adding to my theory of just this boom, 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 kabuki play, fucking shit happening real quick theory. Because we haven't had this many bombs at the end of chapters in a minute. Like Luffy dropping future, like a hint of future sight, fucking Kaido and them clashing, fucking Big Mom waking up having amnesia, waking up from her amnesia. It was just like shit is happening now. We're getting the meat of it, but we might, and that's crazy. We might not even be in the meat of it because this is 2. So if it's like 5-act Kabuki play for real, and that's gonna be like beginning to end Wano, like when the 5th act ends, then we're on to the next island. This ain't even the shit yet. This is just the setup. So it's like, yo, Inherited Will. That was a good one. The translator notes for his blade, Enma, God of Hell. So Zoro's new name, the God of Hell. Oh shit! Monster Trio's getting relabeled, baby. Oh my god. Well, Straw Hat Luffy. I don't really see his changing, but if it does, that'd be wild. Like he'll be Straw Hat Pirates and Straw Hat Luffy. That'd be really hard to change. But what if he got like an extra one, like Straw Hat Luffy? People call him Straw Hat, or some people who know about the Wano shit or only know him from the Wano shit calls him the fucking Nightmare Captain or something because he goes back into Nightmare Luffy, and someone calls him that because from the crew or something. Like it works his way in somehow, or it's like some other epithet that's probably 1,000 times better than fucking Nightmare. Than well, I mean, fucking he is a nightmare for a lot of people because he fucks up a lot of people's dreams. Cause fucking Crocodile was for show out there trying to get this fucking poneglyph and rule a country. Luffy was like, nah, bitch. And fucking NL was like, I think I'll be God. Nah, bitch. It's just go down the line. Luffy's fucking up people's dreams. Oh, man. I can't wait to get this candy from Fishman. Nah, bitch. It's just like, no. You don't. My candy. So Luffy's out here fucking up dreams. So Nightmare may work. I don't know. Nightmare Hat Luffy. Straw Hat Nightmare. However you want to put it. That'd be just working at the Nightmare Captain. Because fucking Captain Kid's epithet is Captain. It's just Captain Kid. I'm like, he's already Captain. So he's Captain Kid? Fucking kid, Captain Kid. Just fucking it up for no reason. But yo, that was an alright chapter. I'm not gonna lie, I really was gonna do another My Hero combination stream, which I probably should do since that really gave me clout. But I really just want to chill, find something to eat, and watch this Brago stream. Not even gonna lie to you, and that can give me motivation to make another video today, or well, yeah, I will say tomorrow, but it's Friday now, obviously, and we'll just do it today. Did it take me an hour to get through this again? Yo, this is getting kind of weird. Like, every time I stream, I always end around an hour. And it's just like, do I take equal amounts of time for like each chapter? Like I give each page like its individual attention. And it's always like yo, that's weird. Or maybe I just get tired of talking around an hour. Like an hour is my limit of giving a fuck about talking. That's funny. But shit, anybody in the motherfucking chat wanna say a few words as I check on some things? Let me know, because I'm really trying to, even though I am despicable at it, I'm really trying to get these views up, man. But I'm probably gonna log off here soon. That was a good chapter. Will I rate it? Let's do that. I would give it a. It might be 8.5. I don't know why. I just want to do point ratings, but 8.5 might be almost enough. Hold on now. That might be too low. That low key was a very good chapter. This might be a 10 chapter. Nah. I give it 9.5. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can say what you want about Oda not doing it for the battles, like One Piece isn't for the battles, but having a good fight, like all right, so say he ran away because of his injuries, and he fought Zoro for a few more seconds, and then went off. Well, he already got low diff, so it wouldn't have been no. All right, scratch it. I'm still giving 9.5. I really liked the chapter, but I'm trying to judge it off how I enjoyed it when I first started reading it. Oda, I guess you can't. I can't count it against Oda making me think it was gonna be a regular irrelevant flashback, and then flipping it on his head. So I gotta kind of give it to him, because I really thought it was gonna be another start of a whole bunch of flashbacks just to push out time for the anime. Like I could have seen if Oda was a dirtbag to for real make this like a 3 chapter type deal. And then we finally get this at the end as a payoff, but it was like 3 chapters of this fucking story. You know what I mean? He could have stuffed in so many like more details, and made it just terrible. But he made it a whole just boom, boom, boom. Here it is. Even Kawamatsu getting to her with whatever homing device he has to put fucking in her fucking skin or whatever. Like, he found her quick. He had his flashback quick, and he didn't have his flashback then find her and then have some kind of talk. It was like, yo, I'm here. Here's the flashback, and here's why the flashback's important to set up the fact that Yukimaru was not an actual person, which is kind of amazing. Like, even it was in the chapter and I didn't even see it. Even though I must say, like I said, as soon as I saw this nigga, I was like, he's not human. And boom, there we go. It was just too weird. So yeah, that was I'm gonna have to give it a 9. I'm gonna have to give it a 9. That was great. Not the best, but it was great. Implications, is what makes shit great. But when you look back at it, it was like, all right, he got the sword. This was a landmark chapter. Zoro gets not only Shushui. I guess if he wants to get Enma, he can't keep Shushui. And to see, this is added to my theory I was just talking about. Zoro constantly rotating out swords because he got Shusui, lost Shusui, got it back, and now he's about to lose it again for another sword. He lost 2 swords before. He be losing swords, yo. And then we had that foreshadowing. Blah, blah, blah. We had that foreshadowing. Shit. Had that foreshadowing way back about Zoro having like 1,000,000,000 swords when he was trying to fight Kuina for the first time. Not for the first time, but like back when it was in the dojo, he was like, all right, I'm going to use 18 swords. And it didn't work. So he was like, I'll use 3 swords. And he was like, we just steal more than you supposed to. 2 at the max. He's like, fuck you. So now Zoro might just have a trunk of swords on the Sunny. And it's like whenever he wants to he just swaps it out. And he's like, all right, Enma, Oni Shishimaru, Tenku, and he's pulling out swords. Yo, that would slap to me. That was a good chapter, yo. That was a good chapter. Well, I for sure made a whole big deal about me doing more content, and I for sure ain't do it. But you can bet your bottom dollar that might or might not continue.